Good, sir.
All right, so let's call the meeting to order. Today's date is June 13, 2024, Board of Inspectors meeting. We'll open up to any public comments for items not appearing on the agenda. Seeing you here, don't hear any via Zoom. All right, approval of the minutes. Do we chance to review, and does anybody have a motion to approve the minutes for May 9th, 2024? Motion to approve the minutes. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, the minutes of May 9th, 2024 are approved. We'll move on to the awards report. Gordon.
Good morning, sir. Thank you. Want to report to the Board of Inspectors that on May 15th, a facility-wide search was conducted. Center County Corrections Facility staff was assisted by the Pennsylvania Department of Corrections, DOC K-9 unit. And we are very pleased to report that no drugs or serious contraband were discovered during the search. We started at approximately 8 a.m. on that day and finished up right around 3 o'clock. So every area of the facility was searched to include all staff offices, staff areas, including my office. So nobody was untouched during the search. No areas were left to go. So everything was went very well, and we're very pleased with it. This is just a couple pictures from some of the K-9s that were joining us that day. We had a total of 8 K-9 handler teams here with us.
They can't work more than an hour at a time.
Yeah, they're trained that usually about an hour, they need to rotate out and get a break. So we staged them in the far end of our parking lot. Then they would come back in, swap out teams, so it kept us going all day without any really downtime. And it was a pretty effective day, and we're pleased that nothing was discovered. As part of the search, all the dogs are trained to do air scans, so they'll walk around individuals. They did some staff and inmates that day, so if you've never seen a K-9 drug detection dog work, it's pretty interesting. They're very well trained. Continuing on with the warden's report, we're happy to announce that Deputy Warden Menarchek has volunteered to chair the Center County Reentry Coalition. That change was made due to former First Assistant District Attorney Sean McGraw retiring. So Danielle has volunteered her time. She's very dedicated to programming, and we thank her for stepping up to do that. Request for qualifications update. May 10th was the deadline for firms to submit proposals. We received one proposal from Trans Systems. It was provided to all the board members, and everybody has had a chance to comment on it. Mr. Franek and I had a meeting and did a little more in-depth review of some things, and we're in the process of getting a meeting established with Trans Systems to discuss next steps with them. So. Received just a little thank you letter from MVJ Sinclair. I won't read it all, but basically District Judge Sinclair thanked us for the 27 years he's been on the bench. He said there's one area he's never had to worry about, and that's the prison and its staff. And he applauded our staff efforts, including going back to Warden Gerald Wilson, who actually hired me in corrections way back in 1985. Yeah, I'm getting old. 1985, I think it was. Including the central booking staff, who have been excellent, even while changing officers out there. So just a little thank you note from the District Justice. Weekly programming, we are very pleased. Deputy Menarchek tracks programming and monitors it. She done a count recently. We were talking about programming. On an average at our facility, we have 30 different programs that run every week. 27 of these are facilitated by volunteers or community groups. 3 are facilitated by our inmate services team. Now, that 3 may seem low, but those programs are offered multiple times throughout the week. So it's 3 programs offered maybe 4 times through the week. So, but yeah, 30 programs in itself for the week. And I think we probably rate up there in the top 3 in the state, if maybe not the highest for programming offered. So just wanted to share that. And this is one of the programs that we do offer, a different type of program. This is called Nutrition Links. It's through Penn State Cooperative Extension. This course consists of 6 one-hour sessions. It's offered to all inmates. There you can see on the left, we have a male group, and on the right, we have a female group. The facilitator basically teaches them basic nutrition information. She actually cooks some food with them that day so they can partake in what they're talking about for the day. And then those who complete the session, she provides the facility with a little nutritional bag with some measuring cups and nutrition tips and instructions in it, and the inmates get that when they leave. So we just wanted to highlight that program. It's not a normal program that you see a lot, so. That's the end of my warden's report, sir.
Great. Any questions or comments from the board? None? Public?
You said there wasn't any serious contraband found. Was there non-serious contraband?
Well, inmate may have had too many books in their cell. They may have had excess laundry sheets in their cell they're not supposed to have. So no drugs, no weapons. That's what I consider serious contraband.
Right, so there was some, but it wasn't anything that was
Yeah,
life-threatening.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Thank you.
Sometimes individuals like to hoard sheets. So we do what we call laundry raids sometimes to get our sheets back. One individual doesn't need 10 sheets.
Or towels.
Or towels, yeah, so.
Okay,
yeah,
thanks.
Yeah, no serious contraband.
Any other comments, questions? Sir?
How often do the canines come in?
That was the first time they've been in this facility since before I got here in 2017, so. We had been having some conversations with the DOC K-9 leader. And we worked together to have this search set up, and it was a surprise search. Only 3 of us knew the date that it was happening, myself and both deputies, 4, I'm sorry, Captain Billett knew. So it was a surprise to everybody. Everybody thought they were just here training because they had been here a week before doing some training, so it was strategically planned that way, so.
When will the report be presented at a meeting like this on that trans system as bid on, or the response to the RFQ?
We have a meeting, we're in the process of establishing a meeting to meet with Trans Systems to discuss the RFQ, so we don't have a date yet established. I'm waiting to hear back from them to coordinate schedules between them, myself, and Mr. Brannick.
For how long?
I can't tell you, I don't want to tell you 2 weeks or 1 week, because I don't know what our schedules would be like to meet up. So,
Anybody else? John?
No, I was just going to elaborate. Basically, what we're trying to do is see if we can come to an acceptable contract to present to the Board of Commissioners.
Yeah.
So they responded to the RFQ, but we're by no means, entertaining a contract at this point. So we have to see what we can put together and get it in front of the Board of Commissioners for consideration. So that would be the next stop.
Just one more question. Do you know why there was only one organization that responded?
nope.
We did not, we put it out there and
Yeah.
whoever wants to respond can respond.
Thank you.
Janet Irons here. I'm sorry if I'm not remembering the details about public input. Is there a point, is that proposal available to the public to look at? Or at what point is there public input? I guess is my question.
There's, what we've done is we've incorporated the design charrette. So that would be the opportunity for the public to participate in any type of evaluation of the facility. As far as the contractual process, the public is not involved in that. That is an administrative and executive function.
So we've incorporated the design charrette. I'm sorry, I'm not understanding that.
We heard you at our meetings where the public had stated they would like to be involved in the process of evaluating. So that is where the suggestion came from Commissioner Concepcion to include a design charrette, which is if we were to hire on a consultant to evaluate the facility, they would hold basically a meeting where the public could come in and provide input and interact with the design firm.
So, I'm sorry, I can't see you, Ms. Concepcion, but, so the public input would come after the contract. I'm just trying
Yes.
to understand the process here.
Yes, if we are to enter into a contract with this firm, part of the package of what we were looking for would be a meeting or a design charrette where the public could participate and provide feedback with the firm.
Any other questions from anybody on Zoom? Okay. Guess we'll move on to facility reviews.
There, laptop's reading now. April I should say May, I apologize. May population, Center County unsentenced average daily was 68. Center County sentenced average daily population was 41, for a total average daily population of 109. Tennant County averaged unsentenced average daily was 25. Tennant County sentenced average daily population was 37, for a total average population for our Tennant counties was 62. And those two together, we had a total average daily population for the facility of 171. This just shows you a breakdown from the month. Beginning of May, we started with 109 Center County inmates. We ended the month with 114. We started the month with 64 Tennant County inmates. We ended the month with 65. Moving on to our work release program. Total on work release / community reentry for the month of May was 14. We had 2 at Centerpiece, 3 on facility grounds, 9 had private employment. That breaks down 12 were from Center County, 2 from Huntington County. Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Have we had any outreach to, for instance, the McDonald's across the street?
Already in the
That
works.
would be a natural.
Yeah. Already in the works. Ms. Billet talked to the franchise owner, probably about 2 months ago, actually. Preparing for their opening and, trying to get as many people over there as we can, so.
I see they're doing hiring.
Yeah. Ms. Billet's already on it with the same person that owned the Nittany Mall franchise owns this one, so he's familiar with our program and definitely interested in continuing that, over here, especially since CAT is gonna be going away at some point, so that'll be a big help to us.
Also seeing the Hamburglar and Grimace.
Well, I didn't.
To go by.
Saw them yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't see him.
Sheriff just confirmed Hamburglar and Grimace sighting. Thanks for having me. I did.
Yeah, I haven't seen him either. Did you stop by and get a picture with
I
us?
was gonna run
You
out.
know, the Hamburglar and the sheriff.
Yeah, they,
Good PR thing.
I did get my picture taken, Woody, from Toy Story.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone's definitely.
All right, I wanted to highlight, there's always been talk about inmates leaving jail with no money, but those who choose to work and can work. This individual spent approximately 10 months with us. He had a job with a private employer. After he paid his fines and fees that work release inmates are charged,
It's a complicated question, but I'm okay.
$1,000.
I'll tell you, when I'm not sitting here at work.
Hey, Bernie, can you use your microphone, please?
Not that we don't love you.
Yeah, if you're talking about a case or something. We also had another individual who left a couple days after that. His check was $15,151. So those who, can participate in the program can leave here with some, funds, which is nice for them. Health Services report for May. Nurse sick call seen for the month of May was 278. Physician or PA sick call seen for the month was 342. Outside medical consultations, that's either an ER visit or a scheduled doctor's appointment. We had 16 of those for the month of May. Medication assisted treatment program had 22 participants for the month of May. Detoxing upon intake, we had 15 individuals. That's broke down, again, some individuals have more than one substance in their system, so we had 6 for alcohol, 1 for Subutex or Suboxone, 3 benzodiazepines, 5 for opiates, and meth continues to be our most prevalent during intakes, so. Those were 9 for the month. Mental health awareness, mental health clinician visits with Prime Care mental health worker, 204 visits for the month of May. Psychiatrist visits for the month were 49. Total on mental health medications for the month were 98. New intakes with co-occurring disorders, which means they have mental health disorders, plus substance abuse disorders, were 23 for the month. Mental health stability ratings, we rated 240 individuals for the month. Mental health stability rating A had 49. Stability rating B was 35. Stability rating C was 122. And the most severe stability rating D, we had 34 individuals. That concludes my report, sir.
Any comments or questions from the board on the facility reports? Public? Anybody? Zoom? All right, old business,
We don't have any from the administration, sir.
new business,
We don't have any from the administration, sir.
monthly reports.
Just 2 brief updates. Our current MAT grant, is set to end of July. No, September, excuse me, September. PCCD is attempting to get an extension from OMSAS for all of the counties that have that program. So I'm going to submit a PMR, once the board approves it, and try to get that extended to July 31st of 2025. If you remember, that grant was for 500,000, and right now we have a little over 300,000 left. A new MAT grant was announced recently for Vivitrol specifically. It's Act 80 funds. It's due July 17th. It is non-competitive, and Center County's allocation for the jail would be $93,844. So we're going to apply for that to expand the Vivitrol program, and the hopes that Act 80 is amended and include other MAT medications and not just Vivitrol, so we can utilize it a little more easily with our existing program. That's all I have.
All right, any comments or questions from the board? See any public? Don't see any. Community updates for the society.
I just will report, we're in the midst of a parenting class, had 8 men sign up. One, unfortunately or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, got sent to the correctional system, state correctional system. So we have 7, and it's a great group of men.
How long is the program?
It's 6 weeks, Saturday and Sunday, 2 hours.
Great. Anything else from Chris? Okay, centerpiece.
Barb isn't here, it's not online, so.
Okay. All right, any announcements?
I just have one, I'll be out of town next month for the July meeting, so most likely either Deputy Menarchik or Deputy Woods will be on the meeting next month, so.
Okay. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right, next meeting will be July 11th, 2024 at 8 a.m. Thank you, everybody.